Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today the question that we're asking ourselves is, does being overweight make you undateable? And I'm going to give my answer to that question and the reason why. So right now, what a person weighs, what they look like externally, your body shape, your body fat percentage, all of that is considered super important. You're either in the camp that says yes, it's super important, and that's the criteria by which a person's going to be judged as either dateable or undateable, or you're on the opposite side and your position is that it doesn't matter or it shouldn't matter and nobody should be judging anybody based on their weight. So I'm going to give my answer to that question. And one thing that we have already covered on this platform multiple times is that all of us are constantly broadcasting to the outside world everything about ourselves, which political group we belong to, our socioeconomic status and what we think of that, what we want our economic status to be, what social group we want to belong to, all of those things. We are constantly broadcasting and presenting a picture of all of that to the world all the time. Every time we go out in public, every time we get dressed, every time we prepare our hair or our face or whatever it is, our personal grooming in front of the mirror, we are deliberately, consciously, intentionally creating an image that is going to be presented to the world that tells everybody who sees us, the very minute they lay eyes on us, exactly who we are, how we identify ourselves, and how we affiliate ourselves with whatever segment of society we belong to and which segment of society we want to belong to. A man in a business suit is presenting to the world the group that he belongs to, and he is also broadcasting to the world that he would actively not want to belong to the opposite group that does not dress that way and doesn't conduct themselves socially in that way. And everybody else is doing exactly the same thing. So even if you think you're exempting yourself from it, you're not. You're actually broadcasting to the world that you are exempting yourself from a particular segment of society and deliberately, consciously, intentionally aligning yourself with your chosen segment of society. So my question for you is, are you proud of it? Are you proud of your body shape, your level of fitness, your weight, whatever it is you see in the mirror when you look at yourself? Are you proud of it? Because I personally, when I look for someone to date or someone to get into a relationship with, I'm not going to co-sign on something that you're ashamed of. If you can't be proud of it, if you can't be proud of yourself, there's no way I can be. If you don't love yourself, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't respect yourself, then I can't do any of those things. There is no possible way that I can love you more than you love yourself. I can't respect you more than you love yourself. I certainly can't take care of you if you're not doing it. So the question is, are you proud of it? And how can you possibly expect anybody else to be proud of it if you aren't? You shouldn't even want another person to co-sign on something that you're ashamed of. And the other issue that we're facing here is that how you do one thing is how you do everything. If your car is a mess and your house is a mess, then you are going to be a mess internally. Your job is going to be a mess. Your finances are going to be a mess. If you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to take care of anything else. If you don't value yourself, you're not going to value anything else, and you're not going to value anyone else. not even the person in your life that you supposedly value so much. If you are lazy and you turn a blind eye to the things that are important, and you make an excuse not to do the things that are important, and you deliberately ignore the threats to your health, then you're going to be lazy and turn a blind eye to what's important and ignore the threats to everything else. You're going to ignore the threats to your relationship. You're going to ignore the obvious warning signs of anything else that might threaten you or the people that you love. You're going to make excuses not to do whatever it is that you know you're supposed to do in every area of your life, in your finances, everything. There is no magical barrier between one section of our life and another. It just doesn't work that way. Our fitness and our health affects literally everything else that we do, including and especially our relationships. One of the points that I've made in the past is that physical fitness and a healthy body is one of the accessories that money can't buy. You can't go out and spend a bunch of money to make yourself physically fit and strong and healthy. You might get a bunch of plastic surgery, but that's not going to make you healthy, and it's not going to make you attractive, because health is attractiveness. A healthy body and physical fitness, being strong and being able to thrive, being able to cope with situations and carry things and change a tire, deal with whatever comes your way. That is something that can only be earned through hard work and commitment and dedication to a long-term process that is for the best. It requires delayed gratification. It requires long-term thinking. And when I see someone that's overweight, especially someone who is presenting themselves to me as a dating prospect, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking, is this person thinking long-term? Have they put in the work to better themselves? Do they even come close to valuing themselves and respecting themselves and caring for themselves even more than I possibly could? Because I can't give them something they don't already have. And if they're not doing that, then there's not really anything I can add to their lives. And all of the improvement work that could be done and should be done and needs to be done has to be done by them. And me being there in their life would probably just distract them from it and possibly convince them that they don't need to do it at all, when they actually do need to do it. I'm thinking, are they able to delay gratification? Are they able to think strategically? Are they aware of the threats to their health and that are all around them? Are they on top of their game? Are they taking responsibility for their lives? That's what I'm thinking when I look at somebody. And that's what our health is presenting to the world. Everything about our physical fitness, our body shape, our body fat percentage, how healthy we are, all of that is a giant billboard for who you are, what you believe is important, and everybody's looking at that and taking you at your word for what you are offering in a relationship. So that's just my take on it. I hope that helps somebody. I'll see you next week.